Hey, here we go. Another day, another vlog. How are we, guys? Still all happening over in America, in Orlando, Florida. Final day finished today, but we're going to go through day 2 results. Had a good day, got another video up. Want to check that out. Kings Park in Perth, where I live. Beautiful little park, overlooks the city. So I got a bit of a video, a little short one up there tonight for you to check that out. A lot better render and a lot better editing today, so it was good. Finally had a win with me edits. So that's up. Go check it out. I'll put the link up here somewhere for you, so you can go straight to it. iCast. Let's get on the important stuff. iCast day 2 highlights. Wow, some good stuff coming out of it. If you haven't already checked it out, I'll chuck the link down below for Tackle Warehouse. YouTube channel, so you can go check out their coverage. Fantastic coverage as always. They do a great job. Thanks, guys. Keeping all us guys that don't live in America or can get to the show up to date. Chance to sort of learn what's coming on. Day 2, right, I'll get straight into it. What do we got today? Strike King Tour Grade line. Rightio, yes, the Strike King have brought out their own version of their line. It's a tour grade. They're doing a fluoro, a mono, and a braid. The one good feature I liked about it, lines, unless you get the line and test it, but the good feature about it, in all their reels, when you buy them, they've got a suction cup and an adjustable tension adjuster on the side of the actual reel of line. So you can just suction cup it on the side of the boat and spool up your rod. You don't need a tool or anything, you can just do it. So they've pretty good. I thought it was pretty smart. Comes with every bit of line, so cool. Also in America, it probably won't affect us as much. I don't think they're going to pay for the postage. But in the States, they give you a self-addressed envelope to return your old line. So when you're in the boat, pull your line off, struck a stake in the envelope. When you get back, you can just post it back and they'll make sure it gets recycled, which is, nowadays, that's pretty good. That's it's only a little thing, but it's good to see actually companies are thinking about that sort of stuff. So that's cool. Daiwa had a fair few things I didn't mind looking at. The Tatula Elite 100 series size. It's now fully aluminium frame. Gone away from the plastic or that carbon type stuff. And it's got a high performance spool, lighter, new aluminium high performance spool. So it's lighter, so better casting, all the usual stuff. So that was pretty cool. So all the Daiwa reels looks like they've upgraded the frames, all gone aluminium. Seemed to be away from that carbon, which was last year's sort of fun thing to do. The TWS 100 size now. The old, it's got a 100 size, but a capacity of 150 and a 100 mil handle. No backlash, salt water. So the TWS Daiwa, so that was a good reel. That's probably going to be perfect for the guys in Australia chasing barra for a casting reel. So definitely check that one out. Check out Fishing Outdoor World. I'm sure they'll be getting those in once they arrive in Australia, once they're available. Some more stuff. They brought out some new rods. The BLX JDM limber and sensitive rods. Now that's probably going to be more for America. They probably won't release them under that name in Australia. But basically, their rods, they're high-end rods. They're $300 to $400 American per rod, but they call them the limber and sensitive, depending on what you want. They come in the larger sizes, so they're like 7, 6s, 8s, stuff like that. They incorporate pretty similar to a Shimano Spiral X type scenario. They've done the same thing, but obviously the Daiwa name brand or whatever it is for that technology, so very similar. Again, a high brand. It's taking the technology from Japan and taking them over to America. So yeah, for those high-end Daiwa guys out there and you want to get a new rod, they've got a couple of nice rods. They look pretty good for you. And then they've got the ProRex wind grip rods. Now these ones are telescopic, which I haven't seen before. So possibly have been some out there, but they're a telescopic rod for traveling, so you can fit them into your rods and rod holders. So that was something new. Instead of just a 2-piece, it slides down into the butt. So something different, worth possibly having a look at for you guys that do travel a lot. Or those larger rods on the smaller boats to fit them in. That might come in handy. I'm not sure strength-wise how to work, but yeah, definitely something to look at. Um, Also got some more ISLA rods inshore. So Daiwa's brought out a fair bit, and they all look really, really good. So Daiwa's a big heap of stuff come out. I haven't seen much. Shimano really didn't release too much. They've been a bit quiet. So Daiwa seems to have come out pretty strong. They've got a heap of new stuff. So be interesting that once all that stuff gets to Australia. So all you Daiwa fanboys out there, it's either Shimano or Daiwa, I guess. It's always sort of been that case. Maybe Abu. Probably not as much, but you Daiwa guys, there's a fair bit of fun there for you, maybe for Christmas, I guess. Start saving your cash. Now they also have the J-Braid fluoro leader coming out. So it's a fluorocarbon leader in the J-Braid brand. So that's coming out. That's supposed to be pretty darn good. Got all the abrasion resistance of braid built into a fluoro leader, so that looked pretty good. And the other good thing I did see from Daiwa, the last thing, is a DVEC Deluxe Rolling Travel Bag. Basically, it's a backpack come airport handled trolley bag with big wheels. Something I looked at designing about a year ago, actually. It's very similar. Folds open, and you've got storage for reels. You can put it's long enough to put your travel rod, the Daiwa travel rods in, so it'll fit the two-piece ones in the actual bag. Dividable pockets so you can put in, and then a space there that you can put clothes and everything in, and pockets and stuff on the outside. Converts to a backpack the arms will fold away into a pocket. So that was a really, really cool backpack come travel bag, especially for the guys doing tournaments and stuff. A really big bag, enough to carry pretty much everything you need, and some travel rods if you've got to go interstate to fish. So definitely check that one out. That was worthwhile. As with all these, I'll do a video when I do the roundup. It's the last day today. I'm just getting all the info, and then I'll do a video and just with all the photos and everything and get it up for you. So be looking for that on the channel. That'll be coming out soon. What else we got? Jenko Rip Knocker through line. So that's a little lure where the line goes. So you have your lure and the line goes through the actual lure to the treble. So the body of the lure, when the fish hits it and gets the treble, the lure will actually pull out, so the treble's just in the mouth, so it doesn't interfere with the actual treble, or the fish can't use it for any torsional thing to get off. So I haven't seen one before. It looked like a decent idea. The way he explained it sounded pretty reasonable, so definitely something to look at, and I'm sure we'll see a few more of them. Live Target again won a couple of awards this year. They have their new ICT technology, injected inner core technology. Basically, they have a clear outer plastic, so they'll do the picture of the fish or whatever, say a mullet. Put that in. That's fully detailed as with all Live Target, and then they'll basically come over and put the body of the fish in a clear. So the shape and the colours and all that can never be damaged. Just that clear out is the only thing the fish is going to catch. What they're saying is especially important for like your soft plastics. The tail is now clear, so they can just see the body, and they're super high quality. As with all Live Target, they've always done really, really high quality gear. So definitely something good. They've got that in some spoons, so they do the same with a spoon. There was a spoon there for you spoon guys, where you've got the little fish in there, and then the outer wedges are all a super high clear plastic, heavy duty plastic. So yeah, they won another heap of awards for that technology and a couple of lures. So definitely check that out. Abu Garcia Veracity rods, they've brought them out. They had a lightweight rod holding a 10-pound dumbbell. Just sitting there curve. It's been there for 3 days, and yeah, so they've done a heap with their rods. I think you'll definitely see them in Australia. Abu's always brought most 90% of their stuff to Australia. So the Veracity rods, they're a high-end rod, super high quality, look really nice, and then they've strengthened them heaps with this Veracity technology. Swivel jig heads seem to be the big thing this year. Everyone's got swivel jig heads. So where your jig head normally sits and it's got your normal loop on, they're now all swivel heads. So the jig head can basically just go. So when the fish catches it, it can move and twist with them. So again, once they get hooked up, then they can't break off. So really good. St. Croix again won some awards. The St. Croix Mojo Bass Glass crankbaits for glass rod, fiberglass rod, ultra lightweight. So it's not like the old fiberglass that we were used to when I grew up. They won Best of Show for freshwater rod, and I think that I'm pretty sure they got a couple others. Once I go through the best of, we'll have them. Live Target, the Erratic Shiner, that's that spoon I was talking about. That's there, so definitely check that out. Lawrence Live Sight units, they had them on display. They looked fantastic. Obviously, I think they were disappointed with their trolley motor didn't win, with the Garmin one winning. So that Live Sight unit, again, it's a large unit, and that's the only one that doesn't fit into the trolley motor head. So you can change out different transducers, as I said to you, but the Live Sight unit still have to bolt it onto the shaft, which is a little strange, I thought. But anyway, Under Armour had some nice shoes, some Kilshi shoes out, Michelin soles on them, looked really, really good. So check them out. Spiralite rods had a telescopic rod as well. So there's two I've seen with telescopic. So that, I think, on the rod size, as whether it's just a gimmick and if it's no good or not, remains to be seen. But that's 2 rod manufacturers with telescopic instead of a 2-piece. So something different. AFCO come out with some Aero Mesh shirts, super high quality shirts for AFCO, for you guys that want to get some good quality, UPF protected but fully breathable and stain release and all the good gear on them. So there were some nice shirts coming out from AFCO and SAFCO. Yeah, and that was about it for day 2. So huge amount of info. As I said, I'll get all on a video. It'll probably be a decent sort of video by the time we get it all together. A little bit more, and I'll have some pictures so I can show you and talk to you about it a little bit more in depth. That's day 2 of iCast. Day 3's happening now. Make sure you get on Tackle Warehouse, check out all the footage. They do a great job. Thanks again to Tackle Warehouse for letting us all get this info so we know what's going on. Much appreciate them getting us into the building. You can only get in there unless if you're a retailer or a wholesaler, so that's the only way you can get in, or you have to be media. So fingers crossed, maybe next year I can get there. It's been a bit of a dream for a couple of years, so yeah, see how we go. Anyway, thanks again. Enjoy your day. Hope you've had a good day. We will see you tomorrow. Peace out.